It is Friday morning on Blue Suede Forever. Glad to have you along. Jimmy Duke in for Steve Bowers today. Steve will be back in the chair on Monday. Then we're going to play flip-flop. I'll be back in Tuesday as he has another commitment there. Then I'll turn it back over to him, and he can call me, as they say in the medical business, PRN when needed. The set is looking a little brighter. If you're watching us on E Plus TV6, Beth Gobbell is with us. She is a member of the B team on E Plus TV6 and Worthy Road Studios, doing high school football, and now you've even branched over into volleyball, I hear.
That's right. I've been so fortunate to get to know Paul Schultze and become a part of Ball Game Blitz, and we're really excited for all the sports going on in Tennessee, especially the football, but dabbling in the volleyball now too myself.
All right. You know, we call Paul the Wizard of Dixie, the DXI, and he's behind the curtain like the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, yeah.
And he takes care of all of our graphics, all of our camera shots, keeps us straight, reminds us when we forgot things. He's a great guy to work with. He really is.
Absolutely.
I know you found that also. You are. Let's for those who don't know Beth that well. First of all, radio broadcasting, television broadcasting is not your primary job. What do you do for a living?
All right, my primary job.
Other than take care of Cody.
We know that is a full-time commitment.
Full-time.
But when I'm not doing that, I do teach at Arlington Elementary. I am the reading specialist there, and so I'm actually on my way there after this, and it's a great place to be.
Yeah, you're right down the hill from the Montessori school where my granddaughters go.
So you're very familiar with our neck of the woods.
Oh yes, absolutely. I used to live about 2 blocks from there, as a matter of fact.
Oh, no kidding.
So if you're a teacher, what motivated you to get into high school football, sports, broadcasting, and that sort of thing? I have seen some of your replays and stuff, and I'm not buttering your bread because you're here, but you're a natural. I mean, you're very relaxed. Like you've been doing this for a while. What got you into this?
Well, you know what? It was all the Lord. I'll tell you that. He just kind of put it in me.
Yes,
I don't know.
I know that feeling. Yes, I do.
A fire just begging to come out, and so it was just a series of events. I did a lot of theater. I've done some TV commercials, and actually, it was through sports that I met Paul because my husband Cody, he's taught boxercise, which is a combination of boxing technique and calisthenics at UT Martin for years.
Right.
But he also judges the boxing matches at Golden Gloves.
Right.
And it turned out that Paul was recording with part of his crew the Golden Gloves fights.
Right.
And Cody introduced us. And so it was a twist of fate, but I don't like to think of things as fate. I think of it as God's hand. So
yes, indeed.
That's what brought me to know him. And another thing is this. You can't live in the South and not have two things in your pocket. That is sweet tea and football.
Now you're talking. Now, not necessarily in that order, depending on who you talk to.
Right.
Yeah.
And so my husband is very happy that I now have a very good excuse to have to sit and watch the games with him. Not that I didn't want to. I'm a big UT fan all the way.
Right.
But now I have a really good reason to have to really focus. And he'll tell me, you need to sit down and watch this.
Well, I have a special interest in watching the local high school football because I did it for 23 years with TRTV back in the day, and then E Plus TV6, and it's nice to see it being carried on. I've been away from it now, I think, 7 seasons.
Wow.
We started, I think, in 1983 and had no idea what we were doing, and I finished 23 years later and still had no idea what I was doing. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, indeed. It has been wonderful. And just, getting to meet so many wonderful people, getting to speak to these coaches who really are passionate about their teams, really love the kids, getting to see that passion, getting to speak to fans, principals, superintendents. I mean, you name it. Yep. It's just been wonderful to get to know the people of Jackson, the city that I love so much.
Right. You work the sideline, so you have to be on your toes to keep from getting run over down there by these big, sweaty people.
Oh, my goodness. You are not joking. There have been several times that I was almost bowled over, but I knew. Paul warned me ahead of time. He said, you be ready. So when the plays get close to me, I get ready to back up.
Yes, absolutely. Sometimes, they'll back you up if you don't.
Exactly. Sometimes I move so quickly, I think, that might not have been necessary, but at least if it was an emergency situation, I would have been on my guard. So,
what have you found the most difficult thing about television broadcasting?
Let's see, the most difficult thing. Well, I guess I have this little fear at the end of a school day on a Friday after I've worked all week that I'm not going to have the pep that it takes. But can I just tell you that once I get there and I'm around the people and around Paul and the crew and that band starts playing and those guys come running out, suddenly it's just like I just had 4 cups of strong coffee.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I do, exactly.
And so
I sure do.
It's a passion of mine. People and broadcasting are definitely, people have always been, but I've discovered that broadcasting is a passion of mine, along with the acting and everything else. It kind of all flows together.
Right.
And so when it's your passion, you have energy for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you're right. When it's like a boxer. When the bell rings, you're ready.
Exactly.
And I used to, I'd find that when I'd get home after a ball game, it would take me 30 minutes, 45 minutes just to wind down from being up for the game, so to speak.
True.
Players get up, and the broadcasters have to do the same thing.
Exactly.
So, it's good to have you. We've been talking about you. We go to the same church, Aldersgate Methodist, and by the way, there's an empty pew there. If you need somewhere to go on Sunday morning, Beth will welcome you, or I will one, and we'll make you feel at home at Aldersgate. It's a good place to go. But we've been talking about this for months, ever since Blue Suede came to be, that maybe one of these days we'd get to be together on radio, and
right.
I am tickled to death that you were here today. Now, your broadcasts are actually on YouTube, am I correct?
That's right,
Okay.
yes. And they show these football games on E+ TV6
Right.
on Tuesdays,
Okay.
but we're always available to be viewed on YouTube.
Right.
I mean, as the football game is being filmed, it's
Right.
there. You can
yeah.
watch it as we go,
Okay.
or watch it afterwards. And so I enjoy going back and just, there are little things that you don't notice as you're on the sidelines, because I'm so busy interviewing, people, gentlemen and ladies. So
Yep.
when I go back, I can actually watch the game and actually, do those things.
And sit and pick yourself to death. I shouldn't have said that. I should have said that. Do you do that?
Oh, Jimmy, no. Of course I never do that.
No,
of
you
course.
never do that. None of us do that.
Never. No, of
Yeah.
course that's part of it. I think we're always critical of ourselves, but
Yeah.
like we were saying earlier, whenever it's your passion, you just, even if you see a flaw, you think that's where I'm going to make it stronger next time. And with people like Paul as your producer,
Right.
you can't go wrong,
No, absolutely not. Absolutely. Where are you this weekend? This Friday? Tonight, actually.
Yes, we're at Liberty. It's
Liberty,
going to be
okay.
Arlington versus Liberty. And so we've been at Liberty before, and I just enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed, just the atmosphere there. The fans are so passionate, and the coach is just amazing. He really, really cares about those guys. Now, we haven't filmed with Arlington yet. So this will
Right.
be our first time actually seeing Arlington play against one of the teams that we are filming. But
Sure.
this is not our first time for Liberty. And so I'm excited to see what Arlington's going to bring. I know Liberty's going to bring it, so Arlington better be ready to bring it right back. So it's going to be an exciting matchup, I'm sure.
Okay, we'll look for you Tuesday night on E+ TV6 with a replay of tonight's game, and pick it up on YouTube most any time. Streamed live on YouTube, and then you can pick it up. Everything's archived there, so you can find it. Just type in the ball game or Worthy Road Studios, and you can find that. And keep an eye on this young lady. She's going to be around the sports and broadcasting in Jackson, Madison County for some time to come. Thanks so much
Thank
for
you
being
so
with us this
much.
morning. And we'll see you Sunday.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you, Jimmy.
Go teach somebody.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
We continue. This is Sam Cooke.